champion, Ellsworth.
You know what they say.
I love this game. I try to bring all my best because it's my hobbies. I'm broken many times in my life. It's not the first time.
Got beat by some scrubs, you know.
No.
He got beat by real competitors that were hungry, they were starving for greatness, and I know Ramy's disappointed.
From the beginning, I have to say congratulations to Hadi. He deserves it. He's a Mr. Olympia right now.
The reigning champion Big Ramy lost the Mr. Olympia crown. How did he react? Big Ramy, the reigning champion. The world of competitive bodybuilding is packed with athletes who have more muscle than many of us could ever imagine having. As such, it can be very difficult for a pro bodybuilder to stand out from the crowd. Yet every once in a while, an enigma begins their bodybuilding career and is so unique that despite the insane competition, everyone knows their name. One of these well-known and respected bodybuilders is the Egyptian IFBB professional bodybuilder Mamdou Elsbié, also known as Big Ramy. Born in Kafr el-Sheikh, Egypt in 1984, Big Ramy started out as a fisherman before being introduced to weight training in 2009. Big Ramy's measurements are legendary. He's the second biggest pro bodybuilder to ever walk across the Olympia stage, which is absolutely insane. During the Big Ramy off-season, he reportedly walks around at a staggering 341 pounds. What makes it even crazier is that Big Ramy is most certainly not the tallest guy in pro bodybuilding, standing at 5'9". In season, he trims down to a Big Ramy stage weight of 310 pounds of lean muscle. As the story goes, when Big Ramy first started his pro bodybuilder journey in 2009, he weighed 200 pounds. In just 1 year of training, he blew up to 280 pounds. To say Big Ramy is a natural talent is an understatement. It only took him 3 years of training before he earned his pro card and became a professional bodybuilder. In 2012, Big Ramy made his amateur debut at a Kuwait Golden Cup, easily taking first place. Later that year, he went on to take first at Amateur Olympia, where he was given his pro card. He has won a number of international competitions in the past, including the New York Pro and Arnold Classic Europe. He also finished third in the Arnold Classic in 2020. In 2021, Egyptian bodybuilder Mamdou Elsbié, also known as Big Ramy, was crowned Mr. Olympia for the second straight year. In 2020, he became only the second bodybuilder from the Arab world to win the honor since the contest started in 1965. Samir Banout, known as the Lion of Lebanon, won in 1983. After the win, Elsbié took to Instagram to thank his fans. "Sandow is home and it will remain here for a very long time. Thank you to all my fans around the world. I made it because of your love and support," he wrote. Elsbié had competed in 8 Olympias, the professional men's bodybuilding contests, in total since 2013. He was the first bodybuilder to win back-to-back titles since Phil Heath won 7 straight times from 2011 to 2017. Elsbié previously won the People's Champ Award, which is voted for by fans, in 2018. He's the first bodybuilder to win both Mr. Olympia, which was claimed by Arnold Schwarzenegger in 1970, and the People's Champ Award. Big Ramy has achieved more than most could ever dream of. He's met with Arnold, competed at the Arnold Classic in both Brazil and Europe, and graced that stage of Mr. Olympia more than a few times, as we know. Big Ramy's loss at 2022 Mr. Olympia. Mr. Olympia 2022 was a roller coaster from start to finish. Fans were equally invested in every promising contender, hoping that their favorite would win. Since the beginning, fans debated between Big Ramy, Hadi Choopan, and Derek Lunsford for the winning title. Therefore, it wasn't a surprise when Choopan was declared Mr. Olympia 2022. From widespread joy to some fans expressing their disappointment, the reactions were insane. While celebrations are en route, let's look at some of the fan reactions. Many fans expressed their joy in the comments. Naturally, some fans were disappointed. While it was generally agreed that Choopan deserved to be in the top 5, some did not agree with his win. Comments range from mildly upset like, "Congrats to Hadi, but man, I really wanted Derek to win," and "Ramy got robbed," to straight up frustrated like, "Everyone that purchased the live stream needs to be refunded." While the audience rejoiced at the win of Hadi Choopan, one could not ignore the brutal loss of Big Ramy. After all, how did the reigning champion finish 5th instead of 2nd or 3rd? Some fans called the competition rigged. One fan even theorized that Big Ramy fell prey to the IFBB politics, but these are all comments from Big Ramy fans who wish the legend could have bagged a 3rd Sandow. Hadi Choopan is by no means a rookie in the Olympia, and he has been a big contender for the title since his impressive physique in 2019. Since then, Hadi Choopan has always been in the mix and considered one of the top guys in the sport. However, no one expected Hadi to win the title from Big Ramy, who had blown everyone away with his massive physique that didn't seem to have a weak point. The reason Big Ramy did not place as expected might be due to injuries he was suffering in his legs. These injuries prevented Ramy from posing the way he wanted and might have interfered with his training regime prior to the show. Big Ramy after losing. Bodybuilding involves a considerable amount of competition, which provides challenges and opportunities for players to grow both as an athlete and an individual. However, when too much focus is put on the outcome of the competition, a bodybuilder's skills and abilities may suffer, resulting in poor performance. When winning becomes the most important aspect of playing sports, bodybuilders begin to experience performance anxiety or could lose their drive to continue playing as the pressure makes losing unbearable. The negative thoughts that result after a loss can impact bodybuilders both physically and mentally. Negative emotions can lead to higher muscle tension, lowered energy levels, and difficulty breathing. Mentally, negative emotions can lead to drops in self-confidence, self-esteem, and enjoyment. The inability to focus and the use of positive self-talk can also suffer after a loss.
I will speak Arabic first, and I will speak English. It's very important to everyone understand everything right now.
The negative impact that loss can have on bodybuilders and their performance makes it important to help bodybuilders positively cope with their emotions. Big Ramy's loss at Mr. Olympia didn't get him down though. Instead, he had a positive message for all his fans and the bodybuilding world.
I have to speak right now. No, it's a long time I can't speak with you guys, but I have to speak for two languages.
Big Ramy announced through his personal account on the Instagram website that he will return at a stronger level next year to participate in Mr. Olympia.
But always I back stronger than I have many years. I lost from number 2 to number 6, and I back to take my title again.
In order to regain the title he lost in this year's edition after he finished 5th and lost the title to Hadi Choopan.
He tried many years to be in this place, and I respect that.
Who is the title that was crowned twice in a row in the 2 editions of the past 2 years. The curtain fell on Mr. Olympia's 2022 edition and resulted in the Egyptian world champion Big Ramy losing the Mr. Olympia title after he finished 5th against Iranian champion Hadi Choopan, who won the title for the first time in its history.
I'm really thankful for all the competitors fighting for one reason, a good face for the bodybuilding.
Big Ramy thanked all his fans and supporters from the masses around the world.
I need to thank for all the judges and all the people support my game, because it's my game.
Explaining that he will not forget their standing beside him and their continuous support for him during the last period.
And I promise you guys, I will do my best to back again, stronger than ever. I don't promise to win or to lose.
Which contributed to his winning the title twice in a row as the first Egyptian and Arab player to win the title after the Lebanese Samir Banoun.
Because I respect the other people, will do my best, like what I did all my life, be number one and to be number one again.
Mamdou Al-Soubey confirmed that he is proud of what he has achieved and will continue to play to complete the realization of his dream and the dreams of all of his sincerity and belief in him.
I'm really appreciative for all the people who support us around the world. I promise you guys, I will do my best to be back again.
So that we have more than one page explaining that he listens to all criticism with an open mind and understands it well.
And I will save it for next year when I'm back here again, and I will be back stronger than ever.
Ramy congratulated Hadi Choopan, who won the title, stressing that he is happy with what he did and that he still has a lot in his career with the sport of bodybuilding that he loves. There is plenty to learn from losing. It reminds people that we need to work harder. It allows us to make adjustments in the way and manner in which we train and practice.
Thank you everyone, and thank you for all the people around me, Coach Squad, my team, the great team, Coach Squad.
In a loss, we are able to identify our vulnerabilities and weaknesses and work to improve. That's precisely what Big Ramy displayed through his video.
Love you all. I will do my best. Thank you so much. This is Big Ramy.
Who stole Big Ramy's crown? Hadi Choopan made Mr. Olympia history by defeating Big Ramy to win the 2022 Mr. Olympia title. Hadi Choopan, a man that has to battle U.S. immigration just to get into the USA and compete, managed to accomplish an amazing feat. The 2022 Mr. Olympia presented one of the deepest lineups in the history of the sport. Choopan presented a near-perfect physique with conditions that nobody could match and the perfect balance of size to go with this frame.
His name will actually be on that trophy right there.
Wow.
So history has been made.
He was moved all over during the callouts, keeping the fans and athletes in suspense during the entire competition. Finishing in second was Derek Lunsford.
You see what they look like compared to you. You know that when they let up, you press on the gas, you have more than what they do.
Derek managed to get into Mr. Olympia thanks to a special invite. The 2021 Men's 212 champions decided to move up to the Men's Open division and try his luck against athletes much bigger than him. Derek could have easily finished first, but Hattie's had the edge with his super dry condition. Regardless, it was a great result for Derek on his Mr. Olympia debut. Nick Walker, the young athlete who was determined to win this Mr. Olympia, placed third on his second Mr. Olympia appearance.
Third place award, the Olympia bronze medal, the check for $100,000. Nick Walker.
Chupan became the first Iranian participant to ever win the top prize at this competition, earning $400,000 for his victory.
First place award, Hadi
Oh!
Chupan.
Good stuff right there. Hadi Chupan.
The Persian Wolf has been aiming for an Olympia victory since 2019. Chupan achieved success with third and fourth place finishes in 2019 and 2021, as well as a fourth place showing in 2020. Hadi Chupan also bagged $400,000 in prize money, and Derek Lunsford secured $150,000 with the second spot. The third position goes to Nick Walker, who was awarded $100,000. Brandon Curry and Mamdou Elspieh stand at fourth and fifth.
The fifth place award, the check for $35,000. Big Ramy. Whoa.
And secured $40,000 and $35,000.
The fourth place award, the check for $40,000. Brandon Curry.
Yes.
Wow, Brandon Curry.
Samson Dowda was sixth in the top 10. Hunter Labrada at seventh, Andrew Jacked at eighth, and William Bonac and Rafael Brandeo was ranked at the bottom in the top 10 list. That's all for today's video. See you next time.